I want to quickly talk to you about business loans, fair credit from credit unions. So if you happen to have a FICO score between 580 and 649, these are the top credit union lenders I want you to pay attention to. First of all, you have Service Credit Union. So Service is a great credit union for business loans, fair credit. And what I love about Service is that they're really fast when it comes to approving, but also releasing the funds. Approving business loans, but also releasing the funds. They will approve you for a business loan that goes all the way to $250,000. So that's actually the limit they have for business and commercial loans. The only exception is SBA loan. So if you actually secure an SBA loan through Service, the maximum is 10 years. And they are able to increase the limit because it is actually a government-backed business funding program. So the SBA is guaranteeing partially the business loan. So they will go to $10 million. Otherwise, they will go for a maximum $250,000 if you are asking for an unsecured business loan from Service. Okay, so this is something to really think about. And what I want to also say is that Service actually wants you to be in business for 2 years, 2 years before you apply. Okay, 2 years, and they will ask you for some paperwork like your company's financial statements. So let's say your balance sheets, your income statements, and also your cash flow statements before approving your business loan. If you have any question, please let me know in the comment section, okay? And I'll get back to you right away. Or you can contact the company directly at 1-800-296-4644. Again, the number is 1-800-296-4644. Or you can email the company actually at businessserviceslending2@servicecu.org. Business Services Lending 2, it's in one word, and services, there's an S at the end, at servicecu.org. If you're looking for a business loan fair credit from a credit union, I want you to also think about BlueFed this year. By the way, Service actually is open to anybody, okay? So BlueFed is another great institution to consider for a business loan fair credit from a credit union. And what I love about BlueFed is that they will actually approve you also in a very fast manner, usually within 48 to 72 hours, okay? So when it comes to business loans fair credit from BlueFed, you have all kinds of loans. You have commercial mortgage loans. You have commercial vehicle loans. You have business term loans. You have commercial lines of credit. You have construction loans, and you have equipment loans. The best way I've seen to be approved for a business loan fair credit from BlueFed is to actually apply at a branch. I mean, BlueFed doesn't have that many branches in the country, but if you are lucky enough to, let's say, live in the vicinity of a BlueFed branch, I would really suggest that you go to a physical branch, sit there with a loan rep and explain your situation, and that way you can be approved for a larger loan amount. The maximum BlueFed will approve you for is $250,000. However, if you have a long-standing relationship with the institution, they will go all the way to $1 million. So that's unsecured business loan for $1 million. Okay. If not, basically, if you want to collateralize the loan, then they will go all the way to $5 million. But you have to pledge collateral that's of value to BlueFed. Okay. So this is what it is. And it's actually very easy to become a member of BlueFed if you're not a member yet. You just need to donate $10 to the Blue Foundation. So if you open an account and deposit $10, they will use $5 to set up your membership and the other $5 to help the Blue Foundation. So this is kind of cool. I mean, you're doing something very good at once, okay? So you have several ways to become a BlueFed member: through a family member, through an employer or organization, or through a foundation. And that's the foundation is actually the fastest way. If you are looking for a business loan fair credit from a credit union, I want you to think about Consumers Credit Union, so CCU for short. Consumers Credit Union. And how much can you actually qualify for with consumers? Well, you can qualify for a maximum of $5 million. But there is a catch. The catch is that consumers only does collateralized business loans for fair credit. So they don't do unsecured business loans. They only do secured business loans. For example, they have commercial mortgages, they have secured lines of credits, and they also do equipment financing. All these three types of financing are collateralized because commercial mortgages, the property is the collateral. Secured lines of credit, you are securing this line of credit. And for equipment financing, that piece of equipment actually is the collateral. Okay, so basically, you want to go for a Consumers Credit Union if you are willing to pledge something. Okay, they don't do unsecured business loans for fair credit. Maybe if you have good credit or excellent credit, they could give you an unsecured business loan. But right now, as of the date of this show, they are really just giving collateralized business loans. Okay, this is something to really think about. And you can also join CCU very easily. So that's not really a problem, especially from a flexibility point of view. You can actually join the Consumers Cooperative Association, which allows you to qualify for Consumers Credit Union membership. There are no obligations except a one-time $5 membership fee, which CCU will reimburse. Okay, so this is kind of cool from a flexibility point of view. So there is no geo restriction. You don't have to be in a specific state. You don't have to work for someone. You don't have to have a family member who is a CCU member to actually qualify. No, you also who are listening to me, you too can become a CCU member today if you just donate $5 to that CCU, the CCA, Consumers Cooperative Association. If you're looking for a business loan fair credit from a credit union, I want you to think about ACU. ACU stands for America's Credit Union. Okay, this is a fantastic term loan. You can actually qualify for a maximum of $500,000 for a term loan, for a business term loan. Okay, and what I love about ACU is that they are pretty flexible in extending credit. Okay, and this is actually one of the best business loans fair credit from a credit union. So in terms of term loans, you are able to use the cash to expand your operations, purchase office equipment, or increase inventory. Now, if for any reason you want other types of business loans, you can go for construction loans, okay? Whether you need new construction or an addition to your existing property, an ACU construction loan can provide the capital you get from groundbreaking to a completion. So this is kind of cool. You also have a commercial real estate loan that they have. So let's say if you're looking to purchase or refinance an investment property, ACU's commercial real estate loans provide the finances you need to expand your business. So this is kind of cool. So this is really good if you are looking to do business with ACU on that front. One thing I want to say here is that ACU wants you to be wants you to be in business for at least 3 months before you contact them. So 3 months, okay, and they will ask you for all kinds of paperwork. Basically, you have to provide your financials, your company financials. You also have to provide actually your bank statements, okay? And everything starts with ACU on the phone. You can actually call them at 253-591-6881. Again, the number is 253-591-6881. Or you go to their website, and they have a form on the website where you can just fill in your company name, your first name, last name, your phone number, your email, your the state you're in, and an ACU business account representative will contact you for more info. If you're looking for a business loan fair credit from a credit union, I want you to think about Logix this year. And Logix actually gives you loans up to $500,000. So this is kind of cool. If you are looking for a large business loan for fair credit from a credit union, think about Logix. And so basically, you are able to get the loan to do all kinds of stuff, like to navigate cash flow gaps, unexpected expenses, offset short-term cash needs, or working capital, or getting working capital for business growth. Okay, so basically, Logix can really help you. Logix has the perfect loan for you. This is kind of cool. And one thing I want to say is that you have to actually get like, okay, when it comes to business loans from Logix, you have two primary types of business loans. You have a business term loan, and then you have you have what they call capital access term loan. Let me explain. So if you think about the business term loan, you have loan amounts up to $50,000, terms up to 5 years. That's a fully amortizing loan. And then you have the capital access term loan. Here you have loan amounts up to $500,000, terms up to 5 years. And also, again, you have a fully amortizing loan. So this is kind of cool because you have the flexibility that you need. Okay, this is kind of cool. And also, when it comes to Logix, anybody can join. You can qualify by joining the American Council member. Okay, the American Council, the American Consumer Council, or the League of American Homeowners. Okay, to actually qualify. But if not, you have to live actually in Arizona, California, Maryland, Massachusetts, Maine, New Hampshire, Nevada, or Virginia. Okay, if you live in those geographies, in those states, you can actually qualify for a membership. If not, just donate to the charities I just gave you. Okay, the American Consumer Council, and then you're in. If you're looking for a business loan fair credit from a credit union, I want you to also think about Fairwinds this year. And Fairwinds can really help you big time when it comes to getting the loan that you really need. Okay, the only thing is that with Fairwinds, kind of similar to CCU, they do not give they do not give unsecured business loans. So everything they have with Fairwinds is collateralized. For instance, they have business auto loans. They have commercial real estate. Okay, so CRE loans, commercial real estate loans. They also have equipment financing. So you can see that everything that Fairwinds does has to be collateralized. So if you're not ready to do anything collateralized, don't go with Fairwinds. Okay, and also when it comes to the limit that you can get, $500,000. $500,000. Really, this is the maximum you can get. And one thing I want to say also is that with Fairwinds, you have the possibility to actually increase the loan amount if you have a long-standing relationship with them. Okay, so if you have been with Fairwinds for, let's say, 2 years to 5 years, you have the possibility to get a larger loan. But for that to happen, you got to go to a branch. If you go to a branch, you are basically able to get the best deal. Okay, but for the business loan from Fairwinds, you have a maximum repayment window of 60 months. So the repayment window goes from 12 months all the way to 60 months. So that's 1 year to 5 years. And also, one thing I want to say is that you have the possibility to get things done faster. And when it comes to joining Fairwinds, Fairwinds serves members throughout the country and the world, actually. Okay, so all you have to do is just go to their website, and you can really join there. There's no prerequisite for you to actually qualify for membership. Okay, membership is open to every single person in this world. If you're looking for a business loan fair credit from credit union, I want you to think about BECU this year. So BECU, and BECU actually is a great credit union to think about. And the BECU stands for Boeing Employees Credit Union. But nowadays, BECU actually has no direct relationship with Boeing actually. And one thing I want to say is that Boeing actually has. I mean, you don't have to have worked at Boeing to actually qualify for membership. So that's really good. So you can be anybody and still qualify for membership. So what are the terms and conditions of business loans at the BECU? Well, you can have business term loans like machinery and equipment loans with competitive rates and terms you want. You have business vehicle loans. You can finance up to 80% of the vehicle purchase price and pay no obligation fee. This is really good. And you also have a CRE loan, so a commercial real estate loan. And you can have a loan to purchase properties for a variety of needs. Okay, so this is kind of cool. And the amount we are speaking about, maximum $250,000. So this is kind of cool. And I think it's just better to contact BECU for more information. The number is 1-800-704-8080. 1-800-704-8080. Okay, you can call them between Monday and Friday. Let's say 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Pacific. Okay, Monday through Friday. This is kind of cool. And the interest rates actually starts at 5%, 5 to 6%. So this is really good. And so in terms of joining this company, joining BCU, you can actually you can donate to a charity of theirs, like a charity like BCU Foundation, UAWA, WSUAWA, the Go West Foundation, the KEXP, and Seahawkers. So if you donate to one of those organizations, you are going to become a member right away. Okay. So one thing I want to say here is that when it comes to a BUCU, you have the possibility to get a loan, a large loan amount, but just make sure that you have a strong relationship with them. If you have a strong relationship with this institution, you can get a maximum of $1 million in business loan. So this is pretty good. And they tend to fund real fast too. They can fund you within 2 to 3 days. So as closure into this conversation, I spoke to you about business loans fair credit from credit unions. I spoke to you about the top CU lenders, Service, Blue Fed, Consumers Credit Union, America's Credit Union, Logix, Fairwinds, and BECU. Thank you so much. God bless you. I will see you next time. Until then, remember, stay marvelous.